There are 4 cuts to Social Security benefits almost every retiree overlooks. After helping hundreds of retirees navigate these traps, I've seen countless retirees shocked when they realize they were about to get hundreds of thousands less in lifetime benefits than they were expecting. So in this video, I'll show you the 4 hidden cuts retirees repeatedly miss and the simple steps to avoid them that'll help you keep your full payout. First, let me show you the hidden timing trap and how it can be a $100,000 mistake. Since your very first paycheck, part of every dollar has gone to Social Security. Each one, like an IOU, you'll get back from the government. But claim at the wrong time and you only get a fraction of it back. You see, Social Security works like a sliding scale. Start at 62 and the checks are smaller, but each year you wait, they grow bigger, reaching their largest at age 70. So the real question is, does waiting actually pay off? Say your benefit at 62 is $1,800 a month. If you live into your mid-80s, those smaller checks would add up to about $540,000. But if you wait until 70, your monthly check would jump to $3,100 per month. Over the same retirement, that's over $630,000 in total benefits. That's nearly $100,000 left on the table, enough to cover years of travel and hobbies. And once you lock in that smaller paycheck, you're stuck with it for life. Timing alone can mean 6 figures lost over your lifetime. The first cut was costly, but this second one blindsides retirees every single year, hidden in their taxes. Every paycheck you ever earned, the government took their share through taxes. But even after taxing all that money once, the IRS built a way to take another bite out of those same dollars. And that second bite can quietly shrink the Social Security you thought was yours. So how does the IRS pull this off? Let me show you an example using 2 couples, both expecting a total Social Security benefit of $6,000 per month. Both couples plan to spend the same amount in retirement, but there ends up being a tiny difference. Couple A ends up with income just $1 less than couple B. And because of this, couple B can end up paying more than $7,000 in extra taxes every year. It sounds crazy, but here's how this happens. The government decides whether and how much your Social Security gets taxed based on your income. And if you cross that threshold by $1, it can cause your Social Security to go from being completely tax-free to paying taxes on half your benefits. In 2025, if a married couple makes $32,000 or less, they could pay 0 tax on their Social Security. But the moment that number becomes $32,001, suddenly up to half their benefits can be taxed. So if you have $6,000 in benefits and you go from getting that completely tax-free to suddenly paying 20% in taxes on half your benefit, it could cost you $7,200. That $1 mistake can cost you a family trip to Disney every year for the rest of your retirement. But the good news is that you can have much more control over your income in retirement than you did while you were working. When you plan how to take money out of your retirement accounts, keeping these key thresholds in mind, it can save you thousands. And as tricky as cut 2 is, cut 3 is a healthcare trap that penalizes the most successful savers, and it can cost even more. The entire time you've been working and losing part of your paycheck to Social Security, you've been taking another chunk and setting it aside to save for retirement. But once you hit age 65 and it's time to go on Medicare, being a successful saver can end up costing you thousands more for the exact same coverage. So why do you get penalized for being a successful saver? Medicare premiums work similar to the Social Security example we just looked at. Think about your premiums like a cliff. You can stand safely right at the edge, but one step too far and it means thousands more in premiums. In 2025, married couples with income up to $212,000 pay the standard Medicare Part B premium of $174 per month. But if your income is just $1 over $212,000, suddenly you're paying an extra $1,700 more per year. It doesn't mean better care or more doctors. It's simply a penalty for crossing an invisible line. So how do you avoid paying thousands extra for being a good saver? Just like the Social Security tax cut we looked at, this one comes down to controlling your income. For example, doing Roth conversions before you hit age 65 can move money into tax-free accounts, so it won't count against you when Medicare sets your premiums. Or if you know you'll need a large withdrawal, spreading it across a few years instead of all of it at once can keep you under these cliffs. A little planning can save you thousands on Medicare every single year. As frustrating as cut 3 can be, this fourth cut can drive retirees crazy, and even most advisors miss it. After a lifetime of paycheck cuts, you'd think you could finally keep more of your retirement income. But if you move to the wrong state, it can cost you thousands in Social Security benefits. Here's how. Take two couples. Both lived in Illinois their entire life. Both paid the same amount into Social Security and are eligible for a $6,000 benefit. The only difference, one moves to Colorado and the other to Florida. But here's the kicker. The couple in Colorado ends up losing almost $3,000 per year. But wait a second. Didn't they both already pay the same amount into Social Security in the same state for the same benefit? The thing even most advisors miss is there's a short list of states that still tax Social Security income. And that's the real difference. The couple in Florida doesn't have to pay $1 of state taxes on their benefits, while the couple in Colorado pays thousands. So before you pick your retirement home, double check the state tax rules, or this fourth cut could cost you tens of thousands of your hard-earned benefits over your lifetime. Those are the 4 hidden cuts you could now avoid. The timing mistake, the hidden tax trap, the Medicare success penalty, and the state tax trap. But even if you dodge every one, there's still a bigger question. Do you have enough to retire and stay retired? Watch this video next, where I'll show you the 3 simple numbers every retiree needs to know to answer that question with confidence.